Hi everyone, I'm going to be doing a review on the DexCom G4 Platinum, the continuous glucose monitor. So first, I'm going to open the box, show you what it looks like. This is how they send it in the mail when you first get it, or else it'll come with your Animus Vibe or whichever pump you get in a box like this. So let me show it to you. So you open it up and it's sitting like this. Just pop it out. This is the receiver component of the system. This is the part that tells you all of your blood sugar levels throughout the day or whatever time that you want it to do, because it can go from a 24-hour period to, you know, just a few hours to a few minutes. So that's the 24-hour period, and this is just a minute to minute. I think it does it every 15 minutes. It'll check your blood sugar for you, and then it'll display it here. So the difference between the DexCom and just a regular glucose meter is that since this is a monitor, it's continuously checking your blood sugar for you. So it does that by a sensor that is checking the interstitial fluid underneath your skin, and then that tells you how much your blood glucose is. So let me show you the other components of the DexCom. So when you get your box, it'll also come with the transmitter, and this part is the part that actually goes on your body. This is what you wear, and you get it onto your body using the insertion device. And this part is the transmitter, and this part is the actual sensor. So this part goes underneath your skin, and there's a little plastic plate, as you can see. I'm not opening this because I don't have that many here, but this plastic plate here sits on top of your skin, and there's a wire that reaches underneath your skin into your interstitial fluid, and that senses your blood glucose. And then this is the transmitter that slides on top of the plastic plate. So when you get that in, then you'll be able to start the session. So when you start your DexCom, the only thing that you're changing each time is the sensor. You don't have to change the transmitter. You only get one ever, and the transmitter just pops out, and you put in a new sensor, and then you put in the old transmitter. So the reason that you don't have to change the transmitter is because this has a specific ID, and it works with this. So once you put the ID of this transmitter into this receiver, then they'll always be in sync with each other. And same thing for if you get a pump, you just type in the ID and you'll be good. So in order to start your session, you just put the sensor on, and you see this stop sensor option. Instead of saying stop sensor, when you put in a new sensor, it'll say start sensor, and then you just say yes. And some people, you know, the recommended time that you should change it is 7 days, but some people have worn it more. And the way that they do that is instead of changing the actual sensor, so instead of changing this part of it, they just leave it on and they say, yeah, restart the session, and then it'll go. And you can also stop it if like you take it off or like it malfunctions, it'll stop it automatically. Some other menu options are alerts, so you can change when it's going to tell you that you're high. Like instead of having 200, it'll warn you at 300. It's just your choice. It also has warnings for when you're low. So if you feel you're low at 80, then it would be a good idea to put the alert at like 90 so that you can be more careful and everything like that. Some other menu options include events and profiles. So that's the different sounds that you want the alarms to make, and then enter BG. Those aren't that important. I mean, you can look through them. But events, that just includes like, are you eating carbs? Are you exercising? Are you sick? Stuff like that. The important part is enter BG, because you have to do that every 12 hours, and that is for calibration. The DexCom has to know that it's doing, you know, the right thing. So what you do is you calibrate it with your actual blood glucose meter. So I'm going to check my blood sugar now and then see how good of a match it is for the DexCom. And usually they are in sync. If you are high, it can be up to 20% off. And if you're low, it has to be within 20 digits of your actual blood glucose. So I just checked it and I am 170, and my DexCom says that I am 169, so that's clearly a really good match. So all I have to do is go to enter BG, and then if I want, I can calibrate it again, but I'm not going to do that right now because I just calibrated it at like breakfast. Okay, but there's no penalty in calibrating it more often. It's just that like if it's already close, you don't need to. So that's that. And I will talk about how you actually wear it, okay? And I just realized that I didn't even show you what it looks like, so let me show you what it looks like. So this is how it looks. And this is the whole thing. So right on top you have the transmitter, and then on the bottom you have the actual sensor, and there's a wire in it that goes underneath your skin. So let me show it to you closer. So the whole thing is, including bandage, is probably like 2 or 3 inches long. As you can also probably tell, it's like peeling off already. So what they say is that you should just reinforce the stickiness with a regular bandage, and it should last the full 7 days. I usually put it on like day 5 because that's when it starts getting really loose, and you want to keep it waterproof, which is why you should really reinforce the edges. So I'm going to do that now. And that's how it looks like once you get everything on. This is just regular adhesive tape, adhesive bandage tape, sorry. So it just comes on a roll like that. There's also some other types where it'll cover the entire DexCom, and that's even better. Like, I'm sure that that's even better at sealing water out and keeping the whole DexCom on. So one good thing about the DexCom is that it's painless. Like, once you get it on, it doesn't hurt. Like, usually your pump site will hurt for a few days or for forever, I don't know, depending on how long you keep it on. But like, once you insert this, it doesn't hurt at all. And I can show you like later if you want to learn how to insert it properly. They say to always put it on their abdomen because that's where their trials took place, but I've seen other people do it on their arms, and I'm sure you could probably do it on your leg too. I'm not really into that though. I just keep it on my stomach, but I've only had it for a few months. So other than that, what's also good about it is that it's just straight up a lifesaver. Like, seriously, you can sleep and not have to worry so much because this is going to wake you up. It's going to start yelling at you and start buzzing and vibrating. And if you have a pump, it'll do the same thing. So also I wanted to show you that this red line, that's my low line. So if I ever get close to the red line, or if it's dropping too fast towards the red line, it'll alert me and say like, watch out, you're going low. And you can also change how high you want it to go. So right now my high alert is off because I have that on my Animus Vibe. So I'm going to turn it on just to show you. Oh, let me turn it on. And now I have a high. So the yellow line is for when I get too high, and the red line is for when it's too low. So what's also convenient is that if I'm in class for like a long lab or whatever, I can just check this. Like, I don't have to stop, I don't have to go out of the room, stop doing what I'm doing, and like go check my blood sugar with my regular meter. Like, I don't have to do an actual blood test. I can just look at this real quick. Or what's better is that I can just look at my pump, so I just keep it in my pocket, which kind of brings a con, because this can only be 20 feet away from you at any given time in order for it to tell you what your blood sugar is. If you walk out of the room, and let's say you go like to your basement or whatever, it probably won't be able to read it. So you want to stay close or carry it with you. I mean, if you have a pocket, it's fine. If you don't, you just have to remember to move it around if you need it. Because you can leave it in your room if you're just going to be gone for like 10 minutes. But don't leave it in your room if like you're going to class. That's like, that defeats the purpose of it. So you do have to stay close. It's also cool because you don't have to worry about the bulk of it. This is pretty slim. It fits in your pocket. It's very thin. And then the DexCom itself is only 2 inches. It bulges like that much out of your clothing. So if you're wearing something tight, it probably won't show that much. But I care. Like, I do care. Other people, they don't care as much, so they're fine, or they don't wear tight clothes. But that is something to think about if you're sensitive about like what's on your body, because yes, it is like a parasite. It is a leech on your body. You're going to be wearing it 24/7. Yeah, I haven't had any problems wearing it for exercise. In fact, it's pretty great while exercising, because there are times when I was dropping like below 70 when I just started working out, and that's the worst. But like, I don't have to sit down and like use my meter. It's cool because I can just look at that and be on my way. Yeah, so definitely I would recommend it for anybody who has an active lifestyle, anybody who takes really long classes or is on the go a lot and doesn't have time to sit down. I know that checking your blood sugar literally like only takes 30 seconds, but you know, sometimes it brings you attention that you don't want, and this gets rid of that unwanted attention. So yeah, and then your doctor can see it too. Like, you can see your trends, and that's the most important part, because that is what helps your A1C. So it's not just about daily safety, it's about like long-term improvement of your diabetes management. So yeah, I think that it's definitely improved my life. I'm still self-conscious about it, but I know that it's for the better, so I'll be okay. And yeah, I think that what I really like is just the amount of reassurance it has brought to me. Like, if I don't feel good, then that tells me like, you aren't okay, like you actually need to eat something right now, or you can't eat dinner right now, just wait a while. And then sleeping, it's like, I don't think people realize how scary it is to go to bed and not always be certain that you're gonna wake up. And this takes care of that. Like, it takes care of you. There are times where it'll fail and it'll be like, it'll show like question marks because it's not reading your blood sugar levels, but it usually resolves itself over time. So you still have to check your blood sugar. Like, this will never get rid of that need, but it just makes it easier. So I recommend it. If your insurance allows you to get it, I'd say go for it. Try it out, see if you like it. At first I was tired of wearing it because it showed me how terrible my blood sugar levels were. Like, do you see this? And the other night I was like below 70 for about 3 or 4 hours, and that was the worst. But you know, that's the psychological toll that diabetes has, and you can't really get rid of that, but this makes your worrying a lot better. And I'm sure that for parents it will be even better, because you can actually see your child's results like during the day. You can even get an app for it on your iPhone. I don't have an iPhone, but I can just check my own results right here, so that's fine. Well, if you guys have any more questions, just let me know. I hope that this helped give you like a good overview of it, and yeah, I really find it helpful. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you guys for following me, for like even liking my stuff on Tumblr. I'm Glucose 101, by the way, in case you don't recognize me. But if you don't follow me, please follow me. I'll follow you back. I follow all of you guys back. And please take care of yourselves. Like, I care about you so much. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.